I spent like half my life without a father in the home. And I was just wondering, basically, how do I overcome the desire for a father figure before it gets me into trouble? And I know the quick answer to that is you just don't do stuff that gets you into trouble.
Well, it's not that. It's you never, ever try to squash a desire for a father figure. That's innate. That's built into all of us.
Okay.
Don't ever not want to have a male figure in your life that's 10, 15, 20 years down the road that you can anchor into. And in your case, like, it breaks my heart that it's not your dad, because it should have been your dad. Where'd your dad go?
So
You're all right. Take a breath.
I guess he was never. He wasn't ready to be a dad, I guess.
I'm not going to give him that pass.
Yeah.
None of us are.
Yeah.
None of us are.
But yeah, as of now, he's, I think, in Southern California. I haven't spoke to him in probably 9 years or something. So.
Do you know where he is? Did you have the ability to reach out, or has he made it clear he didn't want anything to do with you?
I guess he hasn't really made it clear. He hasn't put forth much effort to reach out, but I think if I reached out, he'd be open to it, but I don't know that I want to reach out.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
So what I'll tell you is getting somebody, whether it's a grandparent, an uncle, a coach, a professor, somebody that you can practice, it sounds crazy to say, practice developing trust with. And when you do that, you have to be very careful about your boundaries. Because there's men out there that will find somebody in your situation and will welcome them in for their own like purposes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, hon. Every single daughter deserves a dad that would burn the world down for her.
Yeah, that's true.
No, listen to me. I'm the father of a daughter. I'm telling you the truth. It's the way it's supposed to be. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So where are you worried about making choices that aren't good for you? All right, I've been telling you about Cozy Earth for a long time now. Cozy Earth has so many products that my family and I love because Cozy Earth gives you the kind of comfort that makes coming home a reason to drop your shoulders and even celebrate. All of Cozy Earth's gear is breathable and cozy, just like the name says. And as always, Cozy Earth stands by their products. You can check them out, you can try them out, and if you don't love them, you can return them hassle-free. Go to cozyearth.com/Delony and use code Delony for an incredible offer just for my audience. So where are you worried about making choices that aren't good for you?
So on my mom's side, I have wonderful extended family. I have, a good grandpa. I have a couple of good uncles, especially one. But I don't know. There's something about, I don't know if it's just my love language, if that's even a thing. But just touch. It's like a craving, and I don't know what to do with it. I don't want it.
Oh, it's awesome when it's channeled in the right way, right? And there's a whole bunch of 18, 19, 20 and up that will take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is your uncle safe?
He is. He very much is.
Does he live by you?
Yeah. I guess.
What's the question beneath the question?
I don't really know. Maybe it's...
How old are you?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Are you sexually active?
No.
Okay.
And I don't really have a desire to be.
Okay. So what do you, I feel like you're at war with your body. You don't want to feel like you need a dad. You don't want to feel like you need touch. Like I'm hearing you say you don't want to feel in your own skin. Tell me about that.
Pretty much, yeah. It doesn't feel like there's an outlet for it. I don't want it.
Is it because it hurts so bad because it's supposed to be the space that your dad filled and he left?
I think so.
Okay.
And it was like, even when he was here, it was never filled.
Yeah.
So
the fact that you're asking this at 18 is amazing. Because most people go their whole lives trying to fill that hole with sex, with alcohol, with work. Some people try to fill it with religion. They just shove practices down to try to numb themselves out. Like, the fact that you're asking this right now is really powerful. You're very wise. The challenge for you is to find somebody like your uncle who's safe and to have the courage to not run from what you feel, but to own what you feel. Here's the difference. Uncle's there, he gives you a side hug, and you take that little scrap of connection. And then you just try to white knuckle your way through it and not hold it. Instead of texting your uncle and saying, I need a big hug from Uncle whoever. And so when I see you next, I need you to hold me tight and don't let go. And there's a weird thing that's happened over the last 15, 20 years, and that there's a swath of great men who, more than anything, don't want to be creepy.
yeah.
And if you feel safe and this person's trustworthy, saying, I need you to hug me and hold me tight, might be the permission that he's been needing to love you and care for you in a way that he's seen you hurting, and he just doesn't have the courage. He's scared. He doesn't want to scare you. But when I say owning it, it's you saying, here's what I need and here's my boundaries. I'm not going to go chase this from strangers. I'm not going to go jump into bed with folks because I just need touch. I'm not going to drink that feeling away. I'm going to find safe people like my uncle, like my granddad. I'm going to be very clear about what I need. But hear me say this as directly as I can, Marie. There's not something wrong with you. There's something very wrong with the situation that your dad left you in. Okay? You're not broken. You're not messed up. You're not screwed up.
It's kind of a follow-up question. I've been pretty open with my uncle with lots of things. He knows things my mom doesn't know. But
like what?
Even just kind of this feeling, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I've kind of discussed with him about it, but just in conversation with him, I don't want to overcross like his boundaries.
You're his niece.
Mm-hmm.
His job is to be the adult, and so it's not your job. Because here's what happens when dads walk out on their daughters. You walk around, whether you know this or not, whether this is a conscious voice or a little tiny voice that sits way in the back of your heart. You walk around asking, what was so bad about me that dad left? I see all these other girls whose dads are big and strong and macho and loud. And if you date my daughter, I'm gonna. And your dad said, nah, you're on your own. I'm out. And then that little voice directs you to make sure you take care of and manage every other adult relationship, because now you know that's an option that the adults in your life can just leave. And no kid should know that's even an option. It's not your job to manage your uncle, your granddad's boundaries. That's their job. They're adults. It's your job to manage yours. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Give him permission to love you recklessly. And he won't be able to fill that dad-sized hole in your heart, but man, he can help you get re-anchored.
Mm-hmm.
And as you head off into college, head off into the workforce or something, finding a mentor that you trust. And often mentors can be found through other strong women who are a few years ahead of you that will say, we've been here for 3 years or 5 years at this company or at this college, whatever. That guy's safe.
Mm-hmm.
And you find people that can mentor you. The greatest compliment I get from the younger women that I work with is when they say, you're the big brother that we never had.
Yeah.
Right? I can't be their dad. I'm not their uncle. I'm not family. But I can tell them the truth. I can try to be wise. I can say, I wouldn't date that guy, right? I can be that role, right? The big brother that they never had. And your mission is to find those people and just be very clear about what are your boundaries. I'm not going to go to bed with anybody. I'm not going to be in a situation where I'm unsafe. I'm not going to be one-on-one at a bar, right? Like, I'm going to put myself in safe situations, but that becomes your mission. It's not to run from this sense that I need to be anchored into somebody.
Okay.
If you hear nothing else I say, hear me as clearly as I can. There isn't and there never was anything wrong with you. Your dad didn't leave because of you, okay?
Okay.
It wasn't that he wasn't ready to be a dad. It's that he refused to answer the call when it came.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. And I'm sitting here with you because you know why? That hurts worse. It's almost easier to say he couldn't than he wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If the house is on fire and he's only got one leg, it's easier to say he couldn't climb up the ladder to save me. Then, no, he was able-bodied down there. He just chose not to. That's a harder reality to deal with, right?
Yeah.
And this is not your job in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but it may one day. It's that old sayings, not by your hand, but it's in your lap. It's not at all your fault that your house flooded, but here you are, right? It's not at all your fault that your dad walked out on you. But if you have his phone number, maybe one day you call him and say, Dad, what was so bad about me? And maybe he just says, I've needed this call. Or maybe right now the anger is too strong, it's too powerful, and that's okay. Or maybe you just need to move on, that's okay. I hate this for you. I'm heartbroken for you. Dads aren't supposed to leave their daughters. But it sounds like you've got a good man in your life that's family, that's trustworthy. Maybe it's having the courage just to call him and say, hey, Uncle whoever, Uncle John, I'm 18 now. My dad left. I need hugs. I need wisdom. I need somebody to vet my people I'm dating. I need someone that I can sit down with. I'm thinking about going to college or taking this job, and I'm designating you. Do you accept the job? My gut tells me he's going to exhale and say, I've been waiting for this forever. And you can say, I'm going to hug you. You don't let go. I'll let go when I'm done. And that might be the greatest gift you've given him and that he can in return give you. Wanting to be touched and wanting to be held and wanting to be said, you're beautiful and I love you and I'm glad you're my daughter. That doesn't make you broken. That makes you very, very human. And to the dads listening to this podcast, don't ever leave your daughters.